Long-lasting no-mess spray with Shack Strength Relief. Gets icy to dull pain, hot to relax it away.
And keep it away.
New Icy Hot Spray.
Don't mess around with pain.
Dear Mom and Dad, well, I'm just writing to tell you that I'm doing fine over here, and if anyone wants to help, just contact the USO. You can't believe how much they do for us.
Well, how would you like to know how to be joyful and young at any age? Imagine that. Joining us now, we have a lovely lady here. She's here to tell us a little bit more about what's happening. This is Ellen Wood, and she's going to be part of a seminar today that talks about growing young. Yes. And how is this possible? I've been reading about this in the paper and trying to learn a little bit more about it, but what's the secret behind all of this?
Well, the secret is that you have to decide that you're going to grow younger, and then you have to take specific action steps.
Okay.
And I have a program of action steps. But let me tell you something. I celebrated 73 birthdays, and in a couple of months I'm going to be 74. But I have just started taking Terry Grossman's longevity program. He is absolutely fantastic. He's going to be speaking with me this afternoon, and he is one of the world's top anti-aging physicians. So people that come today have an opportunity to come to this 4-hour event, and they're going to find out all these specific action steps that they can take. They're going to leave younger than when they walked in, I can tell you that. Yeah.
Well, we hear a lot about this. So there's a lot of, basic information that's out there. Eat well, don't smoke, don't drink, don't eat wheat and dairy. I mean, it depends on what the diet is. What makes this one different than everything else that's been going on?
Okay, this is about the mind. It starts with the mind.
Okay.
You have to watch what's happening in your mind. And what's happening now is that the new science of epigenetics is finding that our DNA is not pre-programmed to cause all those changes that make us grow old. And scientists in cell biology are finding that human consciousness plays a very important role in what takes place in the cells of our bodies. So we can actually talk to our bodies. But we're talking all day long. The average person, they've done studies on the brain, and the average person talks 300 to 1,000 words a minute.
Wow.
And for most of us, it's saying the same thing over and over, and it's usually negative. So here's the important thing. I want to tell you something else. Dr. Grossman is putting me through this longevity test, and I said, I want to know if I have the Alzheimer's gene, because my mother, that's what got me started.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask, how this all began for you. And
my mother wasted away with Alzheimer's, and she was in the nursing home for over 3 years, and I was getting the symptoms of Alzheimer's, and it was so bad my kids made me go to the hospital, get tested.
Wow.
And what happened is that this Alzheimer's test, I wanted to know because we find that we can change our genes. The mind can actually determine which genes are going to be expressed. And I wanted to know for that reason, and to see what I could do about it if I had it. And for the other reason is, there are a lot of baby boomers out there who are taking care of demented parents.
It's a lot of work.
And worried that they might have the same thing happening to them. Well, I'm telling you and your audience, I haven't even told my kids yet, I have the Alzheimer's gene. I wanted to know so that I can tell these baby boomers, look, you don't have to have that gene get expressed. You can do something about it. And this afternoon, I'm going to be telling about ways to create new neural pathways in your brain and how to avoid having that gene expressed if you do have it.
How incredible. And now, what are the biggest changes that you've seen since you started the program? And was it when you started with Dr. Grossman that you started to see these
no,
changes?
I just started a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
He just took some tests. We're just beginning the whole longevity program.
Okay.
But I started 6 years ago on this program that I have, which is 21 age reversing action steps. And here's what I found. Well, first of all, my energy. I had no energy. I have more vitality, more energy, more flexibility, more stamina than I had even 30 years ago. And my body is so much stronger, and my brain is so much clearer and sharper than it was just, 6 years ago before I began my program.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to finding out more about this. Plus, we're going to be giving away tickets at 8 o'clock. Then we're going to bring Ellen back on, and she's going to tell us more about the program that's happening at the Vail Cascade from 1:30 to 5:30 today. Stay with us. We're going to talk about the weather coming up.